My roommate started charging me rent for a cat I didn't even own. At first, I thought he was joking. I came home from work one evening and saw a sticky note on the fridgie that said, "Your half of the cat food is $18. I stood there staring at it for a full 10 seconds because we didn't have a cat. I texted my roommate Tyler asking what the note meant. He replied instantly, "The orange one." Like that somehow explained everything. When I walked into the living room, there was actually a cat sitting on our couch, orange, fat, looking at me like he paid bills there. I asked Tyler whose cat it was. He said, "I thought it was yours." I said, "Why would you think that?" He shrugged and said, "It follows you around." That made absolutely no sense because I had never seen that animal before in my life. The weird part was the cat actually did follow me around. If I went into the kitchen, it walked behind me. If I sat down, it sat next to me. That night while gaming, it literally jumped into my lap like we had known each other for years. Tyler kept looking at me saying, "Bro, that's definitely your cat." The next morning, I woke up and found the cat sleeping outside my bedroom door. Tyler walked past, looked down at it and said, "See, emotional attachment. You're basically its father now." I told him to stop being dramatic. Then he handed me another sticky note. Litter box contribution $12. Over the next week, the cat somehow completely took over our apartment. It sat in my chair, slept on my hoodie, stared at me while I ate. One night I woke up at 3 a.m. and found it standing on my chest in complete darkness, just silently looking into my soul. I almost screamed. Then things got worse. Tyler started naming the cat in conversations. "Did you feed Kevin? Kevin threw up near the bathroom. Kevin seems emotionally distant today." I kept reminding him that Kevin was not my cat, but somehow even our neighbors started believing I owned it. One girl downstairs literally stopped me in the hallway and said, "Your cat is adorable." I didn't even correct her because at that point I was too exhausted. Then one Friday night, Tyler invited friends over. Everybody was drinking, laughing, hanging out, and somehow the conversation turned into the cat again. One of Tyler's friends asked, "Wait, where did Kevin even come from?" We all went quiet for a second. That's when Tyler slowly said, "Actually, nobody knows." The room got weirdly silent after that. Then he explained that the cat just appeared in our apartment one day. No open windows, no missing posters nearby, nothing. It just walked in like it already lived there. I laughed and said, "Okay, cool. So technically this is your mystery cat then." Tyler immediately pointed at me and said, "No, because it chose you." Right after he said that, Kevin jumped onto my lap in front of everybody like he was proving a point. Then Tyler's drunk friend looked at me seriously and said, "Bro, animals can sense energy. Maybe you were a cat in your past life." That sentence was already stupid enough, but then Kevin looked directly at me and sneezed in my face. The entire room exploded laughing while I sat there covered in cat spit, questioning every decision that led me to this moment. Then Tyler raised his drink and said, "To Kevin and his emotional support human," and somehow everybody cheered.